Day 13 is now available for loading. I repeat, day 13 now available for loading.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Oh, 1 second. Let's see. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. Hi. How's everybody doing? How was your week? You guys working on anything cool tonight? Let me get adjusted. I wish this went down at least just one more, but it does not. So that's kind of a bummer. All right. Give me a second here and get all my chats up in the way. All right, cool. So yeah, if you guys didn't see my reel yesterday, I had to completely re-rig the tank. So I am now back to where I was, further than where I was, and I am now rigging the tread. So I'm gonna try to do all of this on one screen. I have had every single one of my monitors in use for this. So it's been quite a journey, but basically what I'm doing right now is I am rigging the individual treads to the actual curve, so they follow the curve and work the way they're supposed to. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But yeah, so if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I will answer them as best I can. This is a different way of doing it for me, so I decided to kind of try something a little bit new than just like slapping a deformer on here. So I'm trying to do this in a way that makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, cool. All right, so I got 2 of them so far. The next thing I gotta do is just the next one and go down the list. So right now I don't have these in my main control rig, but you can kind of see there's quite a bit going on with this thing. So it's been a journey. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of work down the list here. These 2 are done. I think what I'm gonna do, let's see. Maybe not. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna work down the list. All right, so we're gonna go constraint, parent, gorgeous, and then you get plopped right onto here. Should pop to the front. It does. Beautiful. Alright, so this is the other thing that I've been doing, which I'm not a massive fan of the node editor, but I'm trying to get used to it. It's definitely super efficient for like working on stuff, but it's kind of a pain. Connect those guys to translate. Okay. So that's the right tread locator, so that's good to go. Okay, cool. So the next thing I need to do is I need to select the last one that I worked on. This one, right? No, this one and this one. Map those out. Oops. What just happened? Oh, oops. map that out. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, cool. Oh, let's see. If you don't mind, can I ask a question? How to create a bag strip? Please, random create this strip. A bag strip? What do you mean by a bag strip? You mean like a strap? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Put this over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Other inputs. Outputs. U value. Beautiful. What's up, Sharky? Don't mind me. What's up? How you doing, man? I'm going to keep those for a second here. Okay, so I'm going to try to just I'm going to move things into view as I'm working on them. So you guys can kind of see what's going on. If you do want to actually see what's happening, I guarantee you're going to be better off on Twitch or YouTube because there's a lot of small windows going back and forth. Yes, so the easiest way to do something like that, honestly, is just going to be to create a custom curve and then just use the, what do you call this thing? The sweep mesh, and then just do a square and then adjust the settings and get it flat. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Doing good, just getting stuff figured. What stuff? What are you figuring? Okay, so the right tread animation 3 is the one I need to adjust now. So here's my little graph editor. So this one is sitting at 0.16. I need my calculator up because it has to technically move over another 0.16. 16 plus 0.16 equals 32. I think this is right. Yeah, this should be right. Haha, cool. Beautiful. Okay, and I can delete those position markers and then just test to make sure it's actually functioning. Beautiful. How beautiful. Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. Yeah, I always use sweep meshes for stuff like that because it makes it easier. I don't need BS control rigs anymore, so I'm going to close that. What's everybody working on tonight? You guys doing anything? How dare you not make me pasta? What? What does that mean, Sharky? Alright, so 4 should be the next one. I looked for every single way possible to do this less tedious. It turns out, really isn't a way to do so. Let's see. I really just need to... Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, no, it's right up here. No, it's not. Constrain. I'm going to open this up. Oh, it only lets you do one at a time? That's annoying. I mean, that's fine. Okay, so hold on a second. So you're getting constrained to that. No, wait. Constrain. Attached to motion path. I need you up. Okay, there we go. Hopefully. Okay, good. Yeah, that worked. Cool. Yeah, that just... Wait, hold on, hold on. Hold up. There we go. Delete that. Translate. We don't need the motion path. So we're going to select 4 and 3. Graph those guys out. There we go. Okay. Once I got the hang of this, wasn't too bad. I'm not super awesome at like node editors, so it's always kind of a pain to figure out. Output. Other. Wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I think I need those. I'm just going to delete them now because I don't think I need to do anything with them. Where did my... There it is. Oh, jeez. So 04. Okay. Let's just do plus 0.16, 0.48. Okay. 48. Cool. Hi, sir. How to learn rigging for game dev in Maya? I'm sure there's probably courses on it somewhere. As far as like game dev goes, I don't know. I mainly focus on like VFX stuff, so my rigs are generally a lot heavier. You can do a lot of the same stuff with like what I do, just like kind of using the more efficient ways to kind of do things like say tank treads or stuff like that. But yeah, I would look for courses. There are some good YouTube videos out there. I'm working on YouTube videos for this specific series and this vehicle. But yeah, a lot of it's just kind of hodgepodged from different tutorials that I've learned over the years. Super chat. Holy shit. Your calm way of teaching helps me a lot. I'm just starting, but your videos give me confidence. Nias, thank you so much for the super chat. That's incredible. I appreciate that, really. And I'm glad you find my videos helpful. If you ever have any questions, feel free to leave comments. I try to respond to every single comment, so yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you on stream before, so. And if you don't mind telling me, what are you working on right now? Like, what, are you going through one of my tutorial series? What are you working on? Always curious to know. I also don't like that YouTube didn't notify me for that. I'm gonna have to set that up because that's not supposed to be that way. Hold on a second. I can heart it. Why didn't I get notified on that? That sucks. Huh. Well, thank you so much for the super chat again. Again, guys, if you are watching on Instagram, I know it's probably a really tiny screen to be keeping track of all this, so please feel free to watch on one of the larger platforms where you can see a little bit better. Because there's quite a bit going on here. And I'm just testing this each time. Yeah, that's working perfectly, man. All right, cool. Okay. Do I even have... Let me see. Hold on. Let me check something out real quick, guys, because I'm kind of bugged that that didn't fire off in action. Let me see. No, I don't have any super chat. Damn. Okay, I need to create one. So I will create one. Neos, thank you again. Okay. What was I doing? Okay. So we're going to move on to the next tread. So basically, if you guys are curious of what I'm doing right now, each tread has already been duplicated the amount of times that I need them. Drama Llama, thank you for the follow on Twitch. How are you doing? So each tread piece has been duplicated 64 times because I know that I had 64 treads when I built the original tread. So I know that this takes 64. I then had to calculate basically what the spacing was between each tread. I think I got it almost perfect. Maybe. I might have to adjust it a little bit. But thankfully the nice thing is I can go back and adjust it if I need to. Each one of them gets spaced a little bit. And then I'm going to go back through and do the links, and then the links should follow with the tread as they move around. So this gives me basically a full control of this tread with one little locator, and then I can use the movement of the tank to drive the actual movement of the tread. So, gonna be super cool. Happy Friday, Zach. How you doing, man? Hey, look, my camera's spazzing out again. I love this camera. Oh. Come on, just make it a whole stream without doing that, please. No? That's not going to happen. The look on your frozen face was priceless. I'm about ready to throw this camera out a window, man. It's actually really unfortunate that it's dying, but is what it is, I suppose. Wonder how hard it would be. No, I don't have time to set that up right now. All right, guys, sorry, you're going to have to deal with the glitchy camera. It's just gonna freeze and make really cool faces every once in a while, so I guess enjoy that part. I'm gonna parent that guy. Move this out of the way. There's so many. I wish I could stream multiple windows. I need to figure out a way to easily do that. Okay. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? I might just have to switch to the Razer webcam temporarily. I don't think I can do that while I'm live, though. Okay, so that constraint's loaded. So let's select 5. Click U, apply. That pops to the front. And now we gotta load this guy up. So pop you in. Delete that junk. All coordinates to translate. Beautiful. Delete the motion path. And then we'll select 4, 5. Eventually I'm going to get so fast at this that it's not going to matter. Control D to duplicate. Okay. Other. Right tread cycle. Bam. Other. Input. Output. U value. Beautiful. Delete those 2 position markers we don't need. And then go from here. Okay, so that's good. So I can move that off screen. Bring this guy up again. Hello. 5. Okay. And this guy needs to go plus 0.16 equals 64. Okay, so we'll just adjust this guy. 6.4. 6.4. All right. So that should be nice and lined up. There we go. So we have 5 tread pieces now. They're all lined up perfectly. Okay, this is becoming a little bit more of a fast workflow, so that's good. Okay, so we'll just test that real quick. Click you. Beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, that's... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. No, it's just... Okay. Just making sure. But, anybody working on anything cool tonight? Oh, hold on. Instagram stopped scrolling. It's Artopia. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. How are you doing? What are you up to today? I am rigging the tank treads. K Shakar. Hey, man, how you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Ponce, what's up? How goes the rig? Nightmarish, but it's getting there. All these little curves do something. And they finally all work in harmony, which is... It's what I realized I screwed up on the other day. So... Stuff's going, stuff's working. How are you doing, Ponce? Sorry about that. Okay. It's almost the end of my quarter. Nice. How has it been? Good. Just working on a small environment. Nice. What's the environment about, or like what do you got going on in the environment? You know what I didn't check? Well, no, this hasn't been linked together yet, so technically that won't work just yet. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but that's okay. I'm not hyper concerned about that. Working on bats, getting them more textured? Hell yeah. It's looking great so far, dude. Okay, so I need... What is this? This is 6? Yeah, so I need 6 and 5. Pull you up. I guess I was a little stupid to think that there would be a simple way to do this, but there really isn't, from what I found. Like, I guess this is pretty, like, this isn't, like, super difficult. It's just tedious. Okay. Ooh. Okay, put you there. Alright, so let's go to 06. Let's... How does that... There we go. Okay. 0.16. 0.8. I'm just like praying that my math works out so I don't have to go back and change these, but I think I'm good. I think I'm pretty solid. So okay. Let's do a save too. It's been a minute. Let's see. It's been good. Nice. Wait, what? Okay, no, it's good. Okay, so it's been good. That's good. I'm glad. I love your new haircut. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got tired of trying to do the long hair. I have registered for the next quarter, but I also took 3D modeling and shading and also 3D production. Nice, that's cool. So they're gonna have you working on some different stuff now. That's not what I wanted. I need... Where'd my chat go? I'm like all discombobulated tonight. Using a cartoony mat in Unreal long way. Okay, hold on. I just missed a bunch of stuff. Okay, you're working on bats, anime inspired. Okay, nice. Using a cartoony mat. Okay, I see. Thanks. I'm kind of just forcing it at this point. NKY, just not into it. I get that. I've been there. I always watch your live streams, even if I don't understand everything yet. I try to learn from each one. That's totally cool. That's the way I learn. Like, honestly, I've talked about it a lot, but like, I watch a lot of my friends while they're streaming because I love seeing what they do and learning from them. So like, for instance, like Jared Chavez, when he's streaming, I watch him just to learn like what he does, because in my brain that it translates a little bit better than me sitting down and watching a tutorial. I don't know why, but usually it's because tutorials just... I have a hard time with tutorials because if they're not built a certain way, I don't learn anything from them. So it's why I teach the way I do, because I know how I learn, and it seems like it's how a lot of people learn, so I see. But yeah, facts. Nice. Looking forward to Joker, though. Yeah. It's going to be cool to see them both together. Are you going to put them both together, Zach? Yes, sir. Nice. That's going to be sick. That's going to be sick. All right, so that's 6. We need to work on 7 now. Parent. This is definitely a lot faster when I don't have to drag windows around, but I don't want you guys just to like watch me staring off at in the distance. So I'd rather you be able to kind of see what I'm doing. Oh, no, don't delete that one. That one. Okay, so let's see. So 7 and 6. Load those up. Control DU. It's actually pretty wild when you realize how many different like node inputs there are inside of like Maya and Unreal and stuff. It's kind of crazy. Animation 7, pull you back up. Plus 0.16. 9.6. Okay. 9.6. Okay. That one should probably, let's see, hold on. Is that 7? Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be the last one that doesn't like kind of overlap there. But cool. I don't speak much English, but I manage. I only speak Spanish. I'm from Mexico. Oh, okay, I got you. Very cool. I know YouTube kind of has some like live translation features, I think. I don't know. I've never really used them. That's something that I think AI would be really useful for, is like live translation into other languages for platforms like that, because I think that would be really cool. I know it does it on some of my videos. I think I was part of the beta program where they allowed me to do that. Yeah, I don't know. You check my profile and tell me how it is. Not much, but I'm still trying to update as much as possible. Artopia, make sure you just drop a link in our Discord. There's a portfolio review space. We try to do them every like month or so. I try not to do them live because it gets me kind of like ambushed by a bunch of people wanting it. So I try to limit that. But you can definitely leave it in the Discord. I don't know. Maybe we'll do one next week. What do I got? What's next week? 31? Oh, that's Halloween. I might do a stream on Thursday next week, and then maybe we'll do like a portfolio review stream. That might be a good one. That'll be a good one. 100, yeah, it happens. I don't like telling people no, but it's just at the same time, I'm like, I get kind of swarmed when it happens. So I need to be like careful. All right, Google. All right. Apply. That should pop to the front. It did. I need a script. I need to make a script that does this because this is a little stupid. I bet you there is one. I just don't have access to it. This is 8. Load you two up. Oop. This is really nice though because I don't have to keep recreating that animation curve, and that would suck. So basically all I have to do is just come in here and make a calculation real quick. Yeah. 0.96 plus 0.16 equals. So that's going to go up. It's going to be... I think 112. Yeah. Should be right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. I'm an artist because I'm terrible at math. Okay. No problem, cool. Yeah. No biggie. Just, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, and that goes for anyone. Like, if you want to, the Discord's open for you. Lots of good help in there. Alright, so we got that going. One second. Cool. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, cool. Sweet. Okay. Alright, next one. So we just did 8, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go down to 9. I guess I could, like... I wonder if I could batch this. Let's try batching this. Hold on. Save scene. So I'm going to go through and do all the parents, and then I'm going to assign all of the... Let me think about this. Okay, so I'm working on 9 right now, so 9 and below is what I need to focus on. Okay, so 9 should be... Okay. Constrain parent. Okay. This hopefully won't screw me over. But I'm just trying to make this just a tad bit faster for myself. Is it actually doing what it's supposed to do? Okay, yeah, that's working. Okay. So all I'm doing is just going through and parenting all the track pieces. I'm going to try to just take a good portion of the work out and then just work in the node editor and the animation editor. Because if I can do that, I might save a shitload of time. I don't really know, though. Okay. That 65 might actually get deleted, so. Oh, there goes my camera. All right. Okay, sweet. So those are all parented, and that's 9 down. I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick, just before I do like no return stuff. Because if I can handle the parenting, ooh. My node editor is just looking horrendous right now. Every single one of these adds new nodes, and it's kind of hilarious. Like, look at this shit. Just keeps getting worse. Okay, so 17. Apply. I think I can just... Yeah, okay, cool. I'm sure this is like super entertaining to watch right now. So if you're curious, what I'm doing right now is I'm going and adding the controllers to the actual motion curve. So that's why I'm kind of just going through the attribute editor and clicking and doing, I'm just using G to redo the, redo the command. This way too, I can just kind of do everything on one screen. So this actually might work out better. Okay. That's everything except for the links, because I'm not doing the links just yet. Alright. Did I? No. Okay, we're good. Okay, so that's everything. I'm gonna bring over this horrendous note. Jesus. Okay, clear that. Just, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go back up to 9, because 9 was the last one we worked on. We're gonna delete the, wait a minute. Yeah, just delete the double linears. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What did I do wrong? That's not good. That's the parent. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Did this just get flipped? What happened here? Okay. Yeah, that's what happened. I was gonna say, I was like, something's not right here. Delete you. Load up 8. Let's see. Hey, do you remember I told you about the pistol model I'm working on, which you made on your channel? Almost did it in under 700 poly, and it's looking too low poly, and also has some issues. What issues are you having? When you got to transfer UVs for your head mesh, but you got to reorder the vertex order? Oh, man. I'm going to remake it in under 3,000 to 4,000 poly so that it would look good enough. No, that works. I mean, again, if it's like a hero asset, you can be a little bit higher than that. I don't know about that high, but it should work fine. Especially if you're losing form, like, you need to have that, so there are ways. But it's cool to know that you're working on it. Okay. I just changed my workflow and now I'm like all, I need to like figure it out again. Okay, so we're gonna look at, so 0.8, we're gonna look at the 0.9. So that's 112 plus 0.16, 1.28. 2.8, shifty. Wait a minute. 1 point. Okay, yeah. 2.8. My music just stopped. Give me a moment here. Screw it. All right, sweet. So that should be shifted over. I should have a new link now. I do. Okay, this might be a little bit more efficient to do it this way, potentially. I'm going to try to set myself up here. Okay, so 10 is the next one. So let's load up 10. Delete that. Delete the motion path. Select 10 and 9. The only thing I'm not going to pull on my screen is the calculator because, like, it seems kind of pointless. Cool. I looked over some of the articles that a small asset like a pistol under 700 is for like a mobile game, and for PC should look at least 4,000. That sounds about right. Yeah, I don't do a lot of game stuff, so I'm not really too sure about like polygon limits and things, but that sounds about right. I know phones are like much lower. Are the rig controls that you are using made, or did you create them all yourself? So, I think you're talking about the curves and stuff. So I use a nice little plugin here. Where is it? Called BS Control Rigs. And so basically this has a bunch of like pre-designed control rigs and control curves. It'll automatically handle like naming conventions and stuff like that, even though I'm terrible at actually working with those. And so this is what I mainly use, but otherwise everything else is made by me. BS Control Rigs is an awesome plugin if you guys are looking at doing rigging. It saves so much time. Okay, that's flowing much better. I have some hope now. Alright, so we just did 10, so let's look at 11. I'm gonna go 11, load up 10. Mm-hmm. 1.6. Alright, so let's test this real quick. It's working beautifully. Where did you get it from? BS Control Rigs. Where did I get that from? Hold on a second. I think I got it from ArtStation. Let me see. I might have gotten that one off of Gumroad. Yeah, here it is. So it is made. I don't know why that is so zoomed in. It's made by Brandon Shaw, and he offers it for free, so it's actually super nice. It's on Gumroad. Also, I've been looking into some stuff I want to talk to you about that in person. Is that possible? Undefined, if you want to, you can send me a message on either Instagram or Discord, and I can message you there. Okay. That was 11. All right, 12. This is a pain in the ass. It's gonna be worth it though. Haven't really been deleting those, I don't think. Plus 0.16, 0.76. Nope. That was almost bad. Okay. Sweet. It's working. Oh, it's painful, but it works. Okay. .92. All right. I only slightly regret doing this. Dead Meat, thank you for the follow on Instagram. Appreciate it. Let's see. How's the rigging so far? What's up, Zach? It's going. Tank treads suck. Not even a big fan of them. Let's see. I'm a junior doing game design and animation degree. Mainly do 3D modeling. Do you recommend when I graduate to get a master's in the 3D art field, or should I focus on internships and jobs? Yep, I recommend you focus on internships and looking for jobs, because a master's degree just ain't worth it right now. Maybe in the future, if your company wants to pay for you to get it, sure. But I wouldn't get it on your own. It's not worth it. How'd you get an in-depth education on modeling, texturing, rigging, etc.? I'm self-taught, so I went to college. I didn't learn a whole lot in college, and then I self-taught, because I've never had like a super hyper formal education that actually stuck, especially because college was just horribly structured. So just get really good at Google. That's usually what I tell people. It's also just a lot of experimentation. I experiment, I figure out what works. Nope. Because I'm a curious little person. U value. Delete. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at 14 here. Plus 0.16 equals 208. Okay. Let's been a minute since we've tested this, so let's test it real quick. It's working beautifully. Okay. I'm going to save this too, because I've done a lot of work, and if I lost that, it'd be really sad. Really, really sad. Cool. All right, so... Yeah, those are... The spacing's not going to be exact. I can already tell. There's for sure an offset here. But it might work out. That's a big might, though. Okay. I actually don't need that anymore. Yeah, I can close that. All right, cool. Back to what I was doing. All right, 14. So we're loading up 15. Buy. 15, 14. So basically, just to give you guys a breakdown, right? Like, what I'm doing here is loading up the last one that I set up, duplicating its animation kind of control curve, or its animation curves, and then moving them slightly so the tank tread actually moves, because currently it runs on an infinite loop around the actual control rig itself. And so all this does is duplicate it, allow me to shift it a little bit, and then it gives me control over what input I'm adjusting. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's 15. We're gonna go do 16. Does this tank use any blend shapes for like reloading animations? So no, actually most everything is set keys. I'm trying to do everything with set different driven keys and then any other adjustments. I do, however, think I'm going to have to use some blend shapes for the tread warping when it hits something, or so when it goes over something, because all of the different configurations have or the controls in the tread. I can actually kind of show you here. So all of this stuff moves and kind of rotates and actuates and everything, and so I do want the control of the warping of the tread to happen when I lift one of them. So that's to come. I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna finish this tonight, and then it's just too much work. Too much damn work. Mm-hmm. 2.4. Just delete those position markers because we don't need them. Let's go 17, load up. Just gonna start kind of crashing through these as much as I can. Six, 5, 6. Next time, I'm going to figure out how to automate this. Let's see. I quit this because Maya used to crash, but I love doing this. We'll start again soon. You should. You absolutely should. Maya crashes, Blender crashes. They all crash. What's up, Sharma? How are you? Speaking of crashes, I'm going to save. All right. The other big change you guys might notice here. Watch, I'll show you. Translate. So if you look at the curve right now, it's in a what do you call it? It's doing auto tangents, and so we want to switch that to spline. So by deleting this and then loading up the prior one, this one is in spline, or not spline. It's what is it? I always forget. Linear. So we want to go from spline to linear. So that's part of the reason we do this change, because it just allows us to have that straight control, and it won't ease in and ease out when you're rotating around, because that's the last thing you want with something that's supposed to be like linear motion. Okay. By the way, I really enjoy all of your videos on TikTok and YouTube. They have been really helpful, and you've taught me a few things I didn't know about the program. Keep it up. Nice. I'm glad that I've taught you something. That is why I do what I do. So I'm glad that people are learning. I just wish social media companies would like actually push the videos, but that's okay. I just keep fighting it. Oddly enough, TikTok's actually been doing a lot better than Instagram as of late, which is crazy because it's my largest platform. Okay, so so this is 18, right? That we're working on? Yeah, okay, so everything's still working. Everything's still good. I really wish I could just duplicate this after the fact, but you can't. Not easily. Okay. So let's load up 19. Just keep doing a lot of the same stuff. Translate, delete. It's 19, so we're gonna load up 18. D, other. So that 72 plus 6 equals 2.88. 0.88. Enter. Cool. Do you have a video on all the plugins you use or recommend? I don't. I should probably do one because I've started using a lot more than I used to. I used to do a ton of them. I have a couple that I've custom built, and then I have others I've downloaded and I use. So Yeah, that's probably good. I don't know if I have enough to fill a whole video, but maybe like a short video. Akarsh, thank you for the follow on Instagram. Appreciate it. Okay. So we just did 19. So we're into 20. Yay. Third of the way there. This is definitely one of those situations where I'll put on some, like, just super heavy music in the background when I'm not streaming, because I can't play it during when I am streaming, and just, like, zone out. Three oh four. That was kind of weird. Wait a minute. Hold on. 304. 304. Okay. That's... Why is it sitting higher? Oh, because it's at the center of the... I mean, that's fine. You're never going to notice that. Not a big deal. Not a huge deal. Two. 20, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, cool. There's like a little, oh, there's a little bit of a hump there. That's okay. I'm not going to stress about that. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Well, that's a little bit more than a third of the tread done. I'm going to be really happy to get back to modeling when I'm done with this. So much technical stuff. Like, I'm all for, like, some technical work, but this has been a nightmare. .36. Okay. All right. I think that's the end of that playlist. Let's see. Oh, let's change it up here. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, it's weird. White bat. Play. Shuffle. Cool. What's up, Nico? How are you? Okay. 22, so we're gonna load up 23 now. Boop. Yeah, I'm glad that I kind of like pre-did this, because this is... It may not seem like it's saving a bunch of time, but it's saving a bunch of time. .16 equals 3.52. Okay. Uh, 24. Load up. I'm wondering, do I just make this like? No, I'm not gonna try to like do that. That would be too much. I think it's easy enough to just go through and do this. Like, yeah, it's repetitive as hell, but .68, enter. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. 25. Load up. Delete you. Okay. Delete those. 84. 84. Enter. Enter. Okay. How much time did you take modeling this? The tank took 137 hours, I think. 130 something. I have a friend who wants to make one as a final project. Yeah, the tank took about 130 hours. It was quite a model to build. So I don't even want to know how much time I've done rigging on it now. Is 25 good? Yeah, 25 is good. Yep, okay. On to 26. Will I ever do a tank again? I don't think so. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. I really don't know if I want to rig a tank tread again. Maybe if there's a way to like easily replicate this, but this is kind of a nightmare. Plus 0.164. Okay. $27, load up. 4.16. Nice. All right. Do a quick save. Crack the knuckles. Check the messages. We're good. All right. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? You guys working on any projects? Any school stuff? Oh no. They're flipping. Oh, I gotta adjust the flip. Oh, damn. Those are supposed to be using the locator, which is weird. Working on a 4-foot-long scorpion tank, RC, and fully functional. Nice, that's cool. That sounds awesome. I'm working on a Roman ship. Nice, super cool. Oh, these are flipping. That blows. Hey, okay, hold on a second. Okay, I think I just need to change the motion path in here. 180. I'm glad I caught that before I got too ahead of myself. Basically just changes the rotation on it, and that's all. Yeah, that's all functioning, so that's good. Just gotta flip them. This is also a great example on why rigging artists are a thing, because you need a whole nother team of people to do stuff like this. Okay, so that should be, hopefully loads better. Oh, they're flipping back upside down. That's not good. So they're staying flipped, but they are, wait a minute. All right, so what? That's a problem. Let's troubleshoot that real quick. So that's gonna be the front twist. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Because they're totally fine until I move them. interesting that they're doing that. It's alright. I will figure that out later. How long have I been going? Almost an hour and a half? Okay, cool. Give me 1 second here, guys.
This is
Cool. Alrighty, let's see. Let's pull that back up and let's just keep going. I'm gonna keep setting them all up because there's just gonna be something else that I gotta flip, which is really kind of annoying, but that's fine. So the last one we did was 27. Let's go to 28. Three, two. And just so you guys know how I'm getting this number, I'm just adding 0.16 to this as I go up. It's not anything crazy. There's no weird math going on here. Interesting. Have to do something to figure that out, but not a big deal. What is that and why is it there? What the Huh. That's weird. Oh, check it out. Let me know. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see the update. My eyes are bugging out for some stupid reason. It's Discord. There it is. Nice. Very cool. So you're texturing right now? Like, what is it you're actually working on right now? You're doing like full on like texturing, and because you already did retopo, right? Yep, texturing. Okay, cool. It's coming along, man. It's looking good. I can't wait to rig something that's not this. This is actually kind of like the worst thing I think I've ever done. Let's see. Getting mostly everything blocked and then refining. Got to get him to his pose. Really thankful it's not too extreme. Nice, yeah. That's what I like doing. I like just like throwing a bunch of base textures on there and then just playing with them as I go. Okay, I'm not going to worry about flipping those right now. I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Can you make a tutorial of cloth rig, like Indian attire, a female character wearing a saray? I don't really do characters, so probably not for a long time. Yeah, I don't really know anyone who does do that, unfortunately, but I'm not a character person, so I don't usually like rig and set them up for simulations. I'm usually a hard surface guy. I also need to build work on getting the sword scabbard and what attaches to the armor done. Nice. That kind of stuff is dynamic in engine. In engine, what do you mean? Oh, you mean the clothing? Roy! It's 8:30. You're not supposed to be done yet. What's up? Thank you for the raid, dude. Cloth animation content. Roy, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you playing? What were you doing? How are you? How are the birds? Started early today. Oh, I see. I see. Miso's like holding the cage. I'm actually getting ready to end, so you guys raided at a perfect time. So I'm going to raid out, and let's see who's live. Let's see. My eyes are starting to get crazy doing this, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid out. Just do a little bit of an earlier stream tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Oh Jesus, you guys are raiding all at once. Alright, we're gonna carry this one out. I appreciate you all rating me. Stigma, thank you. JB, thank you. Madness, what's up? Ow, how are you doing? Chaotic Seekers, thank you, guys, for the raid. I appreciate you all hammering me. Clip that if you'd like to. We're actually getting ready to raid myself, so let's carry it on through. Hold on, somebody just sent a message. What was that? It's a great day. It's a great day for hockey night. It's a hockey night with the Chaos family. Night hockey. Were you guys playing hockey? What the hell are you guys doing tonight? What were you guys doing tonight? Why are you rating yourself? Because my eyes are doing that thing. Hello, Sarah. How are you? We were doing you. What? No. What? I saw hockey. What is hockey? What were you playing hockey? What the hell were you doing in hockey? Oh, you were playing Party Animals. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense now. A tad bit more sense. Not a whole lot, but a tad bit. What are you doing? Hold on, what's this guy doing? Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of an earlier raid tonight. Yeah, this guy's working on... What is he doing? Oh, he's hand painting tech. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna raid this guy. ZBrushed. Control C. Everybody, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you raided me right as I'm getting to raid, but I appreciate you being here. Let me see. We're going to go ahead, go to my channel. I'm going to set this raid up. Party animal. Yeah, it makes sense now. Raid. Control V. Oh, no, that's not how you spell that. No, my God. Raid. Control V. Alright, we're going to raid ZBrushed. Everybody on Instagram, thank you so much for watching and hanging out tonight. I appreciate you as always, and I will see you live next week. I will be live Monday. I think we'll do Thursday because Halloween's Friday, so I got to pass out candy and stuff. But everybody on Instagram, thank you so much, and I will see you all later. And then YouTube, same for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats tonight. I've never gotten a super chat, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Message retracted. What does that mean? Can I see the message? I don't know what that means. All right, YouTube, thank you guys so much. I will talk to you all on Monday. You guys have a wonderful and a safe weekend. And then Twitch, I think it's gonna raid before. No, I got time.